I want to find out how you got into Laugh-In and what that experience was. Already you've said that you had watched the show. So what was it like knowing that you're reading for something that you're already aware of?
It was a little intimidating because, you're seeing something that you watch in your house on television. Now you're there. Everything seems smaller in person than on television. A lot of things, especially on videotape, that flat look, somehow enlarges the stage, and you get there and you're like, oh, this is where Johnny Carson stands. Huh? You're like, really, it's a really small, much smaller. And Laugh-In was a little intimidating, but not too bad. Everyone was great to me, Here's my bullet.
Did you audition on the set? Is that why you're bringing it up, or was it on audition?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they were looking for a kid to be a news correspondent for Dan and Dick Do the News, or Laugh-In in
the kids' news, right?
Yeah. And which, by the way, George Schlatter put that news segment on Laugh-In, and then he had one of his writers was Lorne Michaels. So he believes...
I have that here. Lorne Michaels is baby Lorne Michaels is with you.
And Lorne Michaels goes over and starts SNL and has Weekend Update, the news thing. So, there's a little and George is a little hey, he took my fake news thing.
He took his bit.
So anyway, they were looking for a correspondent to do the kid news for kids. And I said, so you screen test, and whatever you do, they give you a little monologue and you do it. And I guess I got it. And so how that show went was Paul Keyes was the head writer on Laugh-In, and he would send me audio cassette. They bought me a cassette player, and he would send me audio cassette tapes with him doing an entire line read of a monologue. For one, I wasn't old enough to read yet, so that was
okay.
Two, I actually never hated line readings like some actors. Although I wasn't really an actor then. I was just some kid. I was a parrot, And then I'd show up and I'd do about, 5 to 7 of them. And they'd put a different sweatshirt on me and a different hat sideways. It was my little gig, I guess.
Created an entire look of the decade. I remember in my composite shots for commercials, we had to have that hat on because Moosie had it on Laugh-In.
That's true. Funny. That's funny. I remember Dick Martin walking down the hall, these long corridors or whatever, there's makeup on the left and dressing rooms on the right, those kind of studio NBC.
Where did they shoot this? At Burbank, NBC Burbank?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he would walk around with, the tissue around the neck because there's makeup, and he has a white shirt and just his white tighty-whitey underwear. And sock. And I was a kid and thinking, you can do that? He's in his underwear, And then also, if you walked near Alan Seuss's, I don't even remember. It would smell like marijuana, and I knew that smell at that age because I had a much older brother in the 70s, who had a den in the back that smelled like that special incense. And but my time there was fantastic. I really, really enjoyed it. It was so much fun.
It's the Patrick Labyorteaux Show. Patrick Labyorteaux. He's the one you gotta know.